day, depends where you are right now. Welcome to our daily unity practice. Usually I do it at 8 p.m. Bali time, but because I'm traveling in China right now, I am doing today at a different time. It will get back to 8 p.m. as soon as I leave China, but because of traveling and visiting so many beautiful places, it might be various time. So today we were actually with a group of ladies visiting a beautiful place in the mountains. So we were really, really high in the mountains, which are called, so the mountains, no, sorry, not the mountains, the place that we visited called Tian Man. It's monastery, very, very high. And to get to the mountain, we had to take cable car, and then we were taking escalators, and we actually had to change 7 of escalators to get to the highest peak of the mountain. And an English name for the gate is called the gate to heaven. The two mountains connected in a very unusual way. So there is a big gap, and that gap is believed to be the entrance to the heaven and connecting the material world, well, the world we live in, with the heavens of the god or gods. Many Chinese people used to believe in that, and this place became very, very popular, and people used to climb to get there and to go to that specific monastery, and it would have taken them 80 days or even 85 days, if I got it right. I'm thinking, is it even possible? It's so much information sometimes that at the same time, when we got into where we got, and of course now we look at the technology, and we're so blessed to be able to use all of the technology, all the escalators, all the elevators as well. Sometimes as we keep moving through China, it's been beautifully technologically advanced. And just thinking of how people even build the monastery on top of the mountains, it's just incredible. And when we got to the monastery, on the way we had to pass the gate to heaven. And by this gate to heaven, when you go up, 7 escalators up, you find the lake. And in this lake there are carps. There, you know, the beautiful Asian color fish. They're like golden. And when you look at them, you also see the reflection in that water of the sky and the clouds and the mountains. And here it came to my mind the legend that my mentor Ananda, who had actually taken me and group of the leaders, women leaders, into this absolutely magnificent place, she shared with us once the legend about the carp who dreamed to become a dragon. And I would love to share this legend with you today. So it's an ancient Chinese legend. And it says that Once upon a time, in a certain lake, the carp was born, and all the fish in that lake or river where he was born used to go swim with the current. And he was looking towards the waterfall, which is called Dragon's Gate Waterfall. He looked upon that waterfall because he knew that it's been said that those of the carps who would go against the current, climb the waterfall, and leap over the dragon's gate will become a dragon. So he knew that he's different. He knew that he was born to be something more than he was. He didn't agree just to be only a carp. He decided that one day he'll become a dragon. So he was doing everything. He was gathering the strength, determination, the courage to do this impossible move. And transform himself. And when the all fish were swimming with the current, he started to swim against it. He was trying and trying again and again and again to climb the waterfall. And one day he had enough of faith, enough of courage, enough of strength, enough of self-belief that he made that absolutely impossible thing. Many, many fish tried before him, but he managed to rose up the waterfall, gathering all his power, all his strength, all the courage, and he leaped over and got into, so he got into the dragon's gate, and he gone through it, and of course he became a dragon. His transformation is a beautiful example that if you remain in your comfort zone, you'll never get anywhere. And if you really, really would like to transform, it requires you to make that move, to do the impossible. And I love that legend. It's just so inspiring, and also because I love the dragons. And today we were watching the carps in that lake, the water that was there, right in the middle of the Heaven's Gate. Sorry, is it in English? The Gate of Heaven, yeah. I spoke all the day Russian, so sometimes I got the languages confusing. So that was so like incredible to watch that in nature and recalling the legend. And once you're all here, we can do the daily practice and create more peace, more love, more harmony on this planet Earth. And I am also, my intention today is also to send you that blessing that we have received at the monastery, right at the top of the mountain, which is called Tianman Monastery. And when you look at it, when we entered one monastery, one building, which was a pagoda, like unbelievably beautiful. I can't even honestly, it's just like such a piece of art. Then when I think that, what sometimes people do in this life, it's almost what a carp does to become a dragon. When I looked at the buildings they built on the top of the mountain, where, no, nowadays we obviously can get there, which is still impossible what Chinese people has built. But just like 50 or 100 years ago, it was no way to get there. And then you need to bring the materials to build from. And those buildings, those pagodas, like buildings, the Chinese with a beautiful roof, um, it's just incredibly beautiful. Like, I mean, I haven't seen anything like this in my life. And I think yesterday's day was very, very impressing. But today it was just overcoming any expectations and thinking of people, whoever built the monastery on top. There are 5 different temples, and it's just one Buddhist monastery. It's just incredible. It's just, I don't know. It's so magical. It's just so phenomenal. It's divine, divine. Those people who built those temples, they must have had some incredible strength, faith, and they must have been blessed by God to get so, so high and bring all the material with them. So I'm feeling incredibly blessed to be able to get there, first of all. If not my mentor, I would have never known about this place, most likely. And today I had a chance to pray there, to bow my head to the monks, to Buddha, to Guanyin, the goddess, and just to ask for the peace, the inner state of mind, self-realization. And I'm feeling the energies incredibly high. So those who are watching this, I'm sure you will be also blessed. And I'm sending you right from the top of that mountain this incredibly clear energy, divine energy. So thank you for being today and joining this practice, and for your willingness to participate in doing something for this world rather than just consuming, consuming, and consuming. And if you've been here since the beginning, you know that I'm a great believer that we can change our history. We can impact the world with our energy, with our intention, with our prayer. And let's do that then. So if you can, take a comfortable position. You can support your back, so you can lean against the back of the chair. If you're in bed, lean against the headboard. If you are in your office, you can still do this job. Or if you're traveling, I have been traveling and doing this practice on the trains, on the bus sometimes, because there is no good or wrong place to do it. If you can, close your eyes, please. If you need to keep your eyes open, just remain with the eyes open. Let's take a deep breath in and a big, big sigh out. letting go anything, any stress, any worries. Inhaling through the nose, deeply, deeply into the belly, chest, to the top of your head, right, reaching the crown, and exhale. You may want to make a sound. One more breath, inhaling. Exhaling. Good. Simply close your eyes again if you can and notice the state of your body and mind. What is the physical state of your body right now? How is the breath? Do you breathe through the belly or into your chest? Relax the forehead, the cheeks, the eyes, space between the eyebrows. Inhaling deeply and exhaling. Imagine there is a very heavy backpack on your shoulders. There's like 100 kilograms, 70 pounds, right in that backpack. It's incredibly heavy. So heavy. Even heavier than that. And now just drop it off your shoulders. Breathing in and out. Notice the difference now. Sink into your hips and simply become aware of your breath. Notice what is the state of your body now. Check what is in the mind. Breathing in and breathing out. Simply be aware of the breath, understanding that you're not your breath as you carry on breathing consciously. Perhaps you can begin breathing into your belly. Knowing that you're not your breath, remain just focused on it. Notice that you're not any physical processes happening to your body right now. Be aware of the sound of your breath, realizing that you're not that sound or any sounds that you are aware of. Now scan your mind just for a moment. Notice that any thought that pops into your mind, it's not you. Everything could be witnessed. Your mind might be telling you something, but it's all just the words. If you don't give it any meaning, it cannot anyhow impact you or your state of being. Inhaling deeply through the nose and exhaling through the nose. Be aware that you're not your thoughts, and as you carry on breathing and being present with what is, the thoughts are slowing down. They're so much easier to be witnessed. Your distance now from any thought, any feeling is also realize that it's not you. Any feeling, any thought, anything that is popping into your mind is not who you are. Breathing deeply in and out, realize that you're nothing that your mind consists of. Face relaxed, belly is relaxed, shoulders are relaxed and soft. Notice there is much more distance to anything that is happening in you, around you, in your mind, in the body. Any memories that you can recall, but you do not touch them now. It's not who you are. So you're not your past. You're not your future. You're not any expectations of who you are. Breathing in and out, realize that you're not any traumas, any hurt, sadness, anxiety, or even happiness or joy. None of it is you. Everything is weakness. You're aware of anything and everything at that same moment of here and now, very present with what is, but not identifying with any of that. Breath is happening in and out, in and out. You also see and realize that you're not your body, is just a vessel. You're not your name. You're not your surname. You're not your education. You're not any concept or belief who you used to believe to be. Everything is collapsing, fading, disappearing as it witnessed in the presence of now. Realize that you're not your weight, your shape, your size. You're not the numbers on the scale. You're not the clothes that you're wearing. You don't have any form in reality. You are formless, limitless, spaceless being. So drop any role that you were playing until this moment. Teacher, parent, sibling. Think of the job that you do. You're not that. You're not any feelings that used to be attached to the character that you used to play, but there is no need in this particular moment. There's no necessity to play any role. Breathing in and out, in and out. You're aware of the breath, you're aware of everything and nothing at the same time. You're fully present in here and now, where everything is noticed, every feeling, every thought, every sound, the breath, the body is there, but none of it is you. You're just an awareness, aware of itself and aware of everything else. So once again, drop that image that you usually hold in your life about yourself. Dissociate from that image. Even if you're creating right now the best version of yourself, just for a moment, leave it, forget about it. That's not who you are. Breathing in, breathing out. Realize yourself as that, what is. So, You're tuning to that essence of what you are. You've just dehypnotized yourself. The breath is there, but there is nothing that you can call that's what I am. You can say I am, that feeling of being is there, that present am is there, and that I am is detached from anything you believed who you were before until this particular moment. Breathing in and out, tune to the feeling of being. Being in the moment where you do nothing. There is no need to do, no need to think even, no need to act, no need to perform, no need to strive, no need to battle. Here in this moment where you're present with everything and nothing at the same time, you are that highest being that has got no obligations, no commitments, hence no stress, no anxiety, because it never was yours. So you're feeling yourself free right now. You can tune into that feeling of just being here and now, present with all, but dissociated with everything, detached completely. Breathing in and out, there is no control to the breath, there is no force. Notice what is really happening when you don't force yourself to do anything, even when it comes to breathing. The breath is just happening all by itself. There is the inner intelligence in you, around you, goes through you, and it allows the body to breathe. So you can call yourself highest consciousness, super high consciousness, the awareness, the divine, the highest being, the highest self. So many words for that state of what you are. And today, I'm inviting you to say a few times, I am, I am, I am. And notice that there is nothing that is attached to that feeling, to that state rather than feeling, but we can call it feeling. Feeling it's more when it comes to body and mind, but when it comes to the state of who you are, you know that. And in some way, because you still remain being a body and mind in the game here in the material world, but you just kind of ascended to and connected more to the divinity of what you are, it might be still some kind of feeling, because if you had to describe the state of what you are, you might have used divinity, you might have used peace, you might have used that you're feeling free, you might feel nirvanic, ecstatic, phenomenally well, completely free, no force to be a human being, to act, to speak, to eat. Breathing in and out, everything is happening by itself. And that's an amazing state of being. And here you can also now, as you know it, as you feel it, as you believe it, because you have an experience of what you are, feeling delightful, feeling elated, feeling that there is no obstacles for that being, that who you really are. There is no obstacles. You can become a carp, just leaping over the dragon's gate, turning into the dragon. You are incredibly powerful being. Notice the breath is there. Notice your state, the internal state. Anchor it. It's always here, always in you, around you, with you. You're never ever disconnected from that. And that's what is a self-realization. When we learn to tune to what we are, we're peeling off, like we peel off the onion from its skin to get to the onion itself. Here we need to peel all the illusion slowly, step by step, to get you connected to who you really are, so you don't fall for the illusion. You don't fall for what your parents told you. You don't fall for what other people, what projection they have of you. You know that you're divine, the magnificent being, very powerful being. You can operate from that highest self state that you're right now, and you always are. The power is always in your hands. You can spread your wings now and fly through the dragon's gate. And now, as you have anchored yourself, remaining in that state, I want you to begin amplifying the vibration of love and kindness many, many, many times over. Knowing that you're one unified consciousness, incredibly powerful, you can do it easily, effortlessly. Still being aware of everything, but nothing is forced. Nothing is just so natural, so easy. You do it intuitively. Your intention is very high, and you continue to amplify vibration of love and kindness many, many times over. You can do it easily, so amplify it 1,000 times now. And now let's increase it to up to 1,000,000 times. And now 10 million times. And it keeps increasing and increasing and increasing, and you can feel the aura, you can feel your field in every cell of your body, in every organ, in your kidneys, in your liver, in your heart, in every cell of your body, in your skin, in your hair. You can feel the frequency of love and vibration is much, much higher than usually. As we got monks supporting us today from the monastery of Tianman. And I bow to their feet and say thank you to each one of who built that monastery, each one who shared their light, who carried their wisdom, their teachings, and passed it to their students. And I'm sure that monks are doing the same prayer, pretty much similar to the one that we do. They pray for the whole world. They give up on their lives to do something for this world. Now, I want you to realize that many people, like those monks in the monastery I have visited today with other ladies and other people on the planet Earth, are amplifying the vibration of love and kindness many, many times over. And they also self realize themselves being that one unified consciousness, and they carry on amplifying the vibration of love and kindness many, many times over daily. So, as you realize yourself being that one consciousness that is activated through every person on this planet Earth who is doing this practice, and it's self realizing itself in every person, and each person who does this practice, of course, also do amplify the vibration of love and kindness many, many times over. 1,000 times over, 100 times, 100,000 times over, million times over. Breathe in and breathe out. Feel how high you get. 10 million times over, amplifying the vibration of love and kindness. You can feel it in your heart, you can feel it in your skin, you can feel it in every cell of your body, amplifying it so it just increases and increases and increases to 1,000,000,000 times. Breathe in, anchor it in your body. Beautiful. And now just keep amplifying that practice. Keep amplifying the love and kindness even more than that. Breathing in and out, in and out. Notice how high you got. It feels incredible and it's free. You can keep that state or get back to it if you ever get distracted from it by any time at all. Breathing in and out. Notice that thanks to you doing this practice and being a part of this community, you create peace, you create harmony, you create more love on this planet Earth. Deep breath in, big sigh out. You just rose right now, even higher. You jumped today, you leaped like that carp, climbed up the waterfall and leaped over the Dragon's Gate. Beautiful. So now that we have together consciously, with the support of the monks and the highest energy of the monastery in China, in Chanjianze, that beautiful energy that we have created together now is vibrating so high that we can share it with other people. We can share it with the world, because that's why we climb the mountains, to get to the highest peak where the divine energy is. That's why humans are building incredible temples, monasteries for the highest divine. And they remain there to gather that energy for the collective consciousness. So when one person rises, they can illuminate at least 1,000 other people, if not 100,000 other people. Because when you look at those monasteries, when you see what one person did, sometimes it's just one monk, and then all the people are gathering from the world, and they want to visit that sacred place. They want to also get a bit of this energy, just a little bit of a blessing. And of course, they receive that blessing from the divine because they did something that move to receive it. They traveled, they prayed, they came from far away just to get a little bliss of that, a tiny whiny grain of the sand. If we had to compare to how much of that blessing is, but that blessing is going to improve your whole life. And the more places, the more sacred places you would have visited, the more of the blessings you're gathering. And once those blessings are gathered, one by one, step by step, you're getting closer and closer to divine, to self-realize yourself. God's realization is the highest desire you could have ever hold in your mind. And then the last step, the last level of a human's evolution is to drop that desire, to make it happen. So let's invite into that field all the people that you love. Think of your beloved ones. Think of your neighbors, your family, your parents, your siblings, your cousins, your aunties, your uncles, all the family, grandparents, grandchildren, or children if you do have any. Let them just stay with us in that absolutely magnificent field. I'm so, so, so blessed and grateful to be able to sit here and share with you that energy that was cherished today while being received on the top of that mountain. Feel it in your heart, because you've been blessed to be today at this unity practice and receive it live. And if it happens that you haven't been live, don't worry, because you're still receiving it. There is no time, no space, we know that. You're still receiving while watching this, because this energy is channeled from the highest divine sacred place in China, in Shenzhen. So once again, invite a little bit more people. Think of the people you have met in your life, people you used to work with, people that are friends of your friends, people like monks. Let's invite monks today once again to express our gratitude, express our love, express our compassion and appreciation for what they do. They give up on their lives to bring the humanity to the highest level possible through their lives, through their sacrifice, through their prayer, through their teachings, through them living the path that we can follow. Invite your teachers from your school, your primary school, secondary school, university. Let's bow today to them for passing their knowledge. And now it might be, for some of you, a little bit uneasy part of this practice to do, but I truly believe that you can do this. Invite all the people that you have avoided recently to see, to speak to call, people who upset you, people who disappointed you. Invite all your ex-partners, your ex-spouse, boyfriend, girlfriend. Let them be here in this field of love, compassion, kindness. Invite your neighbors, people that you jealous of, people that were jealous of you, people that you don't speak to. Who is it from your family you don't talk to? Who is it that upsets you the most from all your friends or used to be friends? Invite all the people who hurt you. Invite the people who disappointed you. Invite the people who verbally abused you or were violent to you. Let them just be here with us in that highest field of love and kindness. And the field is doing the whole work. Any conflict is being dissolved, is fading, going, disappearing, gone. Invite now all the animals on this planet Earth. Think of all living beings. Fish in the sea, dolphins, whales, octopuses, all the living beings in the ocean, seas, rivers, lakes. I'm inviting also dragons into that field because I do believe in dragons. And now think of the insects as well, the birds. Invite angels if you would like to, your guardian angels. If there is something you would like to ask your angel for, ask it for it today. Angels love helping you. They cannot get involved into your life if you do not ask their support, their help. So whatever it is, ask them kindly to support you with, whether it's finding a new job or showing you the path or helping you to resolve any issue. And let's also surround all the planet with love and kindness as much as possible. Imagine it's wrapped up in a beautiful blanket. And invite yourself into that field. What is it that needs to be dissolved there? It's been dissolved right now. It is dissolving right now. Any internal conflicts, any battle, any I should have done this or I shouldn't have said that, or I'm not enough, or the feeling that I'm doing something wrong or what's wrong with me. Some people also call themselves names. Be kind to yourself right now. Surround yourself with love and kindness, allowing the energy to flow through you. Every aura, like every body, like your physical body, your emotional body, other bodies that surrounds your physical body, all of them are now being cleansed. Ask the highest divine energy to cleanse and remove anything that is blocking you right now. Ask for every obstacle to be removed. Dissolve all the fears. It's just the words that your mind is trying to tell you. Still breathing in and out deeply. Understand that you are the one who decides of how your life is going to be. Whether you're going to remain in your comfort zone and just swim, just like that carp did with the current, or you will make that decision to never be the same again, because that's exactly what that carp decided. I will not be who I am right now. I want to climb higher. I want to climb the waterfall. It's impossible. I want to make that leap over the dragon's gate. I want to self-realize myself. That's the highest ever dream. And by doing that, your whole life is already in the God's hands. You're receiving a lot of support by just making one decision. You don't need to strive, you don't need to conflict with yourself. All that is suggested to do is to breathe and be present and remind yourself, just as we did it in this practice to get you to the self-realization of what you are. Remember to peel off all the layers of the layers of the illusion of who you are not. The world has got so many temptations, so many illusions, so many of what you think you need to be happy, to be joyful, to be yourself, the authentic self, the self-realized you. The loved self, or lovable, or enough. Many people strive so much. Many people try to please others. Many people try to be a good girl or boy. They don't follow even their heart's desire. They try to everybody like them, but the only person who really needs to like you, it's you. The only person who needs to be proud of you, it's you. The only person who loves you is you. If you cannot love yourself, you cannot love another person. It's like to the most, to its best. And your inner state always could be seen in people around you. So the way the others are treating you is exactly the way you treat yourself. And today, You've got a chance to make a decision to be kind to yourself, to be very, very, very loving, to become your best friend, to forgive yourself for all mistakes that you made. It's already in the past, you can't change it, but you can change the perception of what you did in the past. You are only learning to be a better version of yourself. So give yourself a hug. Hug yourself, say, I love you, and make a decision. Whatever it is today for you, to make impossible to become possible, to grow, to learn, to self-develop, to get to the other level of your consciousness, to come out of your comfort zone. And if you're striving with something that you believe you can't make it happen, change it in your mind, it will change in your life. So instead of I cannot, say I can, I can, I can. Repeat it multiple times and you'll feel it. And by just coming back to this practice, doing it daily, you're also in some way working on a good karma. Because when you create peace within yourself, you resolve the conflict, the inner conflict, and by doing this, you support the world around you. So other conflicts around the world are also resolved, and more peace and balance is created. So once again, thank you so much for coming today and doing this practice with me and with the others. I really appreciate our community. It keeps growing daily, which makes me very, very pleased. And I appreciate your understanding that I'm traveling and the time changes daily. I cannot control it because sometimes we are told just day by day where are we going, but we never told what time are we coming back or where we will be at a certain time because it's unpredictable. And a part of this retreat that I'm participating in is letting go the control and allowing everything to just happen and let the universe to rule and conduct whatever is happening daily. So thank you for your understanding. Thank you for your presence. Thank you for your beautiful beings. Thank you for your willingness to change yourself and to make the world around us a better place to live in. I'm sending you much love. I think they do like this in China. It's two hearts. I'm sending you much, much love and many, many blessings. So please do the impossible because it is possible, right? We probably most of us already know that I am possible. It's the impossible when you write it in a different way. So go shine your light bright. Do the impossible things and you'll find out that there is no impossible things in the world. And I'll see you here tomorrow. I don't know if I will be able to be here as usually at 8 p.m. I will be announcing it in my Instagram channel. I'll do my best to be here at 8 p.m. So if I'm not at 8 p.m., most likely I'll be 9:30 or 10 p.m. here. So far, I have made the commitment, and it was successful to be here daily. And I'm pleased that we have already done together over 70 unity practices. So we already done 2.5 months, around 2.5 months, and we're just gonna keep going and create more and more beautiful energy. So I wish you to have a good night if you're about to sleep, a beautiful morning or day, and I'll see you here tomorrow. Much, much love, and thank you, thank you, thank you.